Deborah. Deborah, are you there? Deborah?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, talk a little louder, dear.
Okay. Hello.
Hello. So how did that feel?
Oh, it all feels very wonderful to me, actually. But I did go into a pretty painful trance place, and I was in a lot. I recognized that I was in a lot of fear,
Ah,
and I recognized that I saw some different places where that came from, and I recognized that it was an old story, and that I was hanging on to it because I thought it would protect me.
ah.
And but I recognized that I could allow it to dissolve, that I could let it go. And then in the space that existed after I let it go came the love and the light.
Wow. I'm so happy to hear that, dear. Isn't that the most fun in the whole world?
That was really good.
Yay. So
It's
guess
really
what?
good.
Yeah, so guess what? You all can do this anytime. You know, just the habit of it. Thank you, Deborah. We appreciate it and congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. Speak up now.
I'm trying to remember how we moved into that experience, because that was really a powerful one for me, and I don't even remember how we got into that this last exercise.
Okay, what you do is you do heart breath. You relax into soul. Relax into soul. And you go neutral, totally neutral. And you feel, you feel the trance. You can talk to it if you like. And then you do this heart breath to it that feels like forgiveness.
Was there, I'm sorry, did we ask a question to get into that space, or just the intention was I'm going to sit in neutrality and feel what the trance is that's there?
I don't do it.
Yeah.
You can do it that way, but feeling the forgiveness. You know, you have worked beautifully on consciously using your will to give up or to give back to Baba Siddhi Chand or soul or whatever you ask, give it up to them, give that energy to them, because you have learned that with your free will, they will take it. So there are a few approaches to this.
Okay.
But if you watch the whole process, then you can find out, you often will find out the cause and begin to reassemble the way your mind thinks about things. Does that make sense to you, dear?
Absolutely. I mean, this has been such a great space to work in, because I'm having the visuals are right there, and
Yeah.
they're really, the story just unfolds very quickly. It's just like, wow. And I did have that experience of the trance being very dark and black, but it had this overlay of a very uncomfortable red, and I knew immediately, and so it was like I would observe it, and as soon as I got the observation, the next thing would come. And then pretty soon it went from that to, after the forgiveness state, these really amazing blue flame-like whatever visuals. So it's just such a expedient way to go about it. For me, this is
very expedient.
Yeah.
Isn't that, I just find it fascinating. I have to tell you that it was Soul who taught me this whole process.
It was who?
Soul.
Soul. Oh, okay, yes. Okay.
Yeah. So now Soul tells me to teach it to others. When Soul told me to teach it to others, I went, Soul, how can I teach it? I just listened to you. That's it. So what happened was Soul said, I'll tell you what to teach. Soul said it's a 3-year course. Right, Mukundi and Tishwan? So Soul would write the lessons. And so that's what we have. That's where it came from. Okay, so I have to tell you that the first course that we're talking about is soul listening, which involves what you have just done, plus is broader. It tells you more, tells you what intuition is, what it isn't, and gives you exercises that you come back and report. It's very fun. Okay, so that's the first course, and anybody can take that. Then that is the first course also of the 3-year soul answer healing, because as I said, in the healing, you only listen to soul, right? I mean, it's kind of a combo of listening to soul and then expressing it through everyday self. It's a very unified situation, and it's fun. I mean, some people, when they're letting go, they cry, and then you just hold them or hug them, or you just stay with them. You see? Okay, and so the first year of soul answer healing training is about self-healing. We're going to go very deeply, and you'll meet all your guides. That was a fun course, wasn't it, ladies? It was a fun course. And we go into deep, so you experience healing firsthand. Second year is learning how to work on others. So that's where the practicums begin. You actually do the healing work, you write it up, we discuss it in our classes that are like this. And then the final year is anatomy. There are 2 different anatomy courses. One is subtle anatomy, which we go through Yogi Bhajan's 10 bodies, we go through the meridians, we go through the chakras. We start, so we get an understanding of the subtle aspects of ourselves, because that's what we're working with, okay? Then we do a lot of weeks on physical anatomy, and start there with, what do you call it? With quantum mechanics, because Einstein said basically he said that everything is energy, right? Anything that has mass, it is based in energy. So we are working with that energy. And then we go through the various aspects. Yogi Bhajan always talked about the glandular system as carrying messages through the body, and the autonomic nervous system. He would always talk about that. But that seems to be where the interface, a very strong interface between the physical body, trances, and healing energy occurs. Okay. And then we graduate, right, ladies? We graduate, we get certified. I certify them. And each of the 3 years, we have a gathering, a physical gathering for maybe 5 days or a week. I haven't quite decided yet. Someplace where we're together and we work together and we grow together and we laugh a lot and we eat, you know, all that stuff. So I just want to attempt to show you what, you know, we gather every week in something like this class. And that's one thing that we do. Okay, now I'm sharing my screen here. Okay, can you see this? I'm sorry, it's not so clear. Okay, intuition training. This is this first class. this is online. Oh, man. I can't move it down. Oh, good. Okay. So this is what it looks like. Your online aspect of your course. See, every course you're going to have a meditation to do. The first one is Kirtan Kriya, a personal sharing form that we talk to one another. We get to be very friendly. And then each week there's text that you need to read. Well, let's just go to text and see what happens. There. Study information for class 1. What intuition is and what it isn't. I mean, there are several pages of this. And then, oh man. Now I'm trying to get back to it. I think this will, oh yes, good. And then after you read that, then you need to do your quiz. Let's see. And I'm going to show you a quiz. It's an online quiz. Okay, what is intuition? What are 3 aspects of developing intuition and so on? And you get this out of a text that you have. And I am very strict about your homework. You must get it in on time because you see these 2 ladies, Tejwant and Mukande, they are going to mark your homework and give you ideas and inspiration. They are really wonderful. Okay, so you have to get your homework in every week by Tuesday, isn't it? So then they send it to me and I look it over and send it back to you so that you have it at class time. And that goes on for 3 years. But we have fun. Okay, does anybody have any questions? Oh, I know, if you want to know more about the healer training, go to, I'm going to give you a web address now, okay? soulanswerhealing.com/healer hyphen training. And that's a category, and just read through all of that so that you know everything that's involved. I'm really pushing people now to be very professional. So, Tejwant, did you want to say anything?
No, I guess the only thing I can think of is we say practice, practice, practice.
Boy, that's the truth. That's the truth. Good, thank you. Okay, okay, I'm going to slip a question in here. What's the most important thing that you've learned in soul answer healing training?
I can't hear you.
What's the most important thing I learned in soul answer healing training?
In the whole 3 years, yeah. Whoa.
That's a good question.
I know, it's a huge one.
Yeah, I mean, trust my soul, relax.
Mhm.
Probably. Which,
Yes.
how to
And Mukande has done a great deal of self-healing. I do have to congratulate you, dear. You've done beautiful. Yes, both of you have. And we have a bunch of other classmates who have also done beautifully, and we're basically friends for life now.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, any other questions?
Yes, Siri-Gian.
Yes, dear.
When you speak of the neutral space, is that the same as going into the void? Remember Wednesday, I think we were talking about the void, or was it the week before? Is it that same space, or are they 2 different
No, well, I would have, let's see, Baba Siri-Chan, what do you say? He says, they're the same. He says, but the void is a word that's more scary. He says, neutral is very down to. See, I have my little picture here of him. That's what he says. Okay, if you followed Yogi Bhajan's, Yogananda. Okay, if you followed Yogi Bhajan's teaching, you will hear the word neutrality over and over and over again. Okay, so now we have a better experience of why he always talked about neutrality. He always talked about intuition. He said intuition is what is going to carry us into the Aquarian age. In other words, we're headed for craziness. I mean, we're already in craziness. Look what's happened today in the news. It's like, oh God. So we're talking about world craziness. And he said the only way through it is intuition. In other words, listening to the soul. So you see, as you listen to soul, as you teach other people to be in soul, as you give them the healing energy, that's how you become leaders of this new age. Do you understand?
And
So
Bob, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
it's okay.
You know I'm a YouTuber, and I've not listened to it yet, but I did find, and it's not very long. It's Yogi Bhajan. It's called, I think it's called Discover Your Soul or Discover the Soul. And
Yes.
I believe it's one of his lectures, and I just cannot wait to listen to it. He's
Yes.
so engaging. Yeah, so engaging.
Yes. Good. So have fun. Does anybody have any question before we sign out? So don't you
Nope.
look puzzled?
Siri-Gian, I just wanted to say quickly, I keep noticing this behind me on my altar is Hare Simran Singh, and it's like he keeps peeking out at you. Maybe he's saying hello.
Oh, Hare Simran Singh was a young man, beautiful young man, raised in the Dharma. I just had such high hopes that he would lead us through our craziness here. But I'm sorry to say he fell off a mountain. He says, don't be sorry. He says, I need to be on this side in order to lead. So thank you very much. What a privilege.